TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
Having game plan discipline, knowing that this team is a team that wants to attack you by getting to the paint. And, we just wanted to have active hands, be aggressive in our pick and roll coverages, and just try to cause as many deflections as possible. And the guys went out tonight and they executed wire to wire.
Yeah, and you talked, before this trip about the work you guys put in coming off the All-Star break, trying to just figure out, how to put this thing together. Just what have you noticed from these last two games of all? What your team was able to do, getting 2 wins against two quality teams?
It's been great. Like I said, coming out of the break, just getting back to practice, making some adjustments, making some tweaks to our defense, and then sitting down with the guys and just talking about the opportunity that's in front of us. And this is a great way to start, is to get these 2 wins.
And I think one of the things that stood out about the bench, in particular with Devontae getting it going, what was it like to see him hitting some shots, getting into the lane, doing what he did tonight?
Devontae's been great. Like you said, he's coming in, he's being aggressive, and we're going to look to him to continue to do that. Come in the game, be aggressive, be in the right spots defensively, and he's given us a huge lift off the bench.
Hey, Willie, with CJ, how have you seen him determine so far when to look for shot versus getting the guys involved?
Just talent. Talk about it, but he's a guy he's experienced and he's accustomed to doing it. He did it a ton in Portland when he's playing with Damian Lillard. There's times where Lillard is going, now he's getting off the ball. And I thought he did a great job, him and Brandon both, of just having some balance in how they attacked. And then they both got their teammates involved, which is huge for us.
All right, let's go to Zoom.
Hey, Willie, you just hit on it a little bit, but, the balance offensively for you guys really stuck out tonight. All 5 stars in double figures. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on how you guys achieved that?
It's just a continuation of our 0.5 mentality offensively, making sure guys understand that when you don't have anything, just swing the ball and allow the offense to breathe. And for the most part, coming out of the break, the guys have been doing that. Brandon is doing it, CJ is doing it, and those 2 guys set the tone for us. When they're playing like that and playing off each other and just making the simple plays, it's beautiful basketball to watch.
It seemed like you guys were doing a lot of things well in the first half, but maybe some turnovers and some shots kind of bouncing in and out. What did you think of the third quarter in terms of just how you guys were able to really turn it on and build a huge lead?
Yeah, the first half, I thought we did a great job of turning the Lakers over, but we didn't necessarily capitalize like we wanted to in transition. And at halftime, we talked about it as a group and just settle down into the game, but make sure we still have a sense of urgency on defense. So continuing to get those deflections. But now, if it's not open in transition, just make the simple play and allow your teammates to go do what they do. And in the second half, especially in the third quarter, we did that.
Hey, Willie, it's Andrew from ESPN. Obviously it's come with 2 wins, so I guess that helps. But what have you liked overall from the rotations
and the way the bench has kind of played in these last 2 games that you guys, tweak things after the break?
I'm just giving guys a chance to play, and I think that's the important part for us is we kind of shrunk the rotation a tad, and this is the group that we're going with, and it allows us to see what we have. And I like what the guys are doing. Najee's coming in, and he's aggressive defensively. Jose has been great all season. Devontae is spearheading the second unit. And I still prefer to have Jackson in the starting lineup. We're long, we're athletic, we can read and switch multiple screens, and we'll see how it goes. We'll continue to look at it, but we like what we see so far.
Thank you, appreciate it.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Willie Green last night after the Pelicans spank. I mean, this one here, man, it was just outright, just gave them a ass whomping of effort proportion. Pelicans humiliate the lost LeBron-led Lakers 123-95 in this one, man. It was a big butt spanking of epic proportion as the Pelicans knock off the Suns and the Lakers on road matchups in heavy, and it just feels so good because we knew that the Pelicans, we all knew it, the family base knows the Pelicans are coming. I'm Big Q on this installment of the Pelican post-game report, recapping last night's matchup against the Lakers, and I was showing footage there of LeBron, Russell Wilson, Trevor Ariza, all cussing back at the family, at the Laker fan base that's yelling obscenities and telling them they need to do better, and they talking back to them. The Lakers also put what's his name, DeAndre Jordan in the street, and they look to sign DJ Augustine as well as Wenyen Gabriel. So yeah, we tearing them up. Anyway, welcome to the show, fam. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. Much love to the fam. I got my co-host DC joining us in the live stream tonight as well. DC, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I think we need to ask the Lakers fan base how they're doing, because
oh my goodness,
that shit is a mess right now. I told y'all we was gonna bust the Lakers' ass. I did say that, but I can't lie and act like I knew when we bust their ass we was gonna pretty much start the decline or damn near end of their fucking season. Like I wasn't expecting that. You beat somebody ass when they own home fans booing them. And the next day, people get fired. They paid an extra $5 million just for DeAndre Jordan to leave. This is nuts. But anyway, y'all heard enough of that all day about the Lakers, because when I did watch some of the main channels, apparently the Lakers played themselves, Q, because I don't even know the team that played the Lakers. I just kept hearing about how the Lakers lost. But I was trying to figure out who they lost to, and nobody ever told me. And then I think they might have mentioned the Pelicans, and I just was trying to figure out who play on that team, because I don't think I heard about none of the players and what they scored or nothing. So we're gonna tell y'all all that. So shout out to the Pels, man. Shout out to B.I., Brandon Ingram leading the charge, Big V. You know what I mean? Jackson Hayes did his little thing too. Devontae Graham playing good off the bench, man. That was a whole team effort, bro. I mean, we're gonna go over these stats and y'all gonna see they had like shit. Everybody had like 2-3 steals, man. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. But don't let this be our Super Bowl, our NBA Finals. The Pels still got a lot more work to do, family. We all happy right now. We got some tough games still coming up too. And so do the Lakers. So they might go on a losing streak while we're on the winning streak. That would be nice.
Well, whether they do or not, it don't impact me whatsoever. I mean, you can't win all the time. The Pelicans have been losing a lot. Let's flip the script here. Let's flip it on their ass. Anyway, let's get into the team statistics from last night, fam. Much love. The Pelicans, yeah, I heard that, brother B. Thomas said Broussard said the Lakers lost to a bottom feeder, 12th seeded Pelicans. Yeah, I know. They're gonna eat.
Damn, they don't even know what our ranking is. God
they don't care, man. It's sad, man. Yeah, I know. Cato Kid, ESPN Twitter only posted about Monk's block steal regarding the game. I told you get no respect, right?
Look, check this one out,
the Rodney Dangerfields of the NBA.
Go to my man Giovanni comment, Q. He said the Lakers fan base now hoping they could get Zion. Bruh, you know they had Lakers people out there saying we should trade AD for Zion.
Boy, AD. See what you
Yeah,
did. What
oh
happened to you
man, I
going
almost,
out
I
there?
almost fell off my chair when I read that shit. I couldn't believe that shit, bro.
That's right. That's right, man. It's going down,
That
man.
y'all wanted him so bad. That was only like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they can have. He got his championship in the bubble, so there you go. He went out there and he got his issue. Anyway, let's get through the team statistics last night. Really satisfying win. The Pelicans on a 2-game winning streak eviscerated the Lakers 123-95. As you can see, the Pels are 42 of 92, a 51.1%. They had a terrific third quarter. They posted 44 points on these people. Over 51% shooting from the field. 43% shooting from downtown by the Pelicans, 13 of 30, and 47 of 92 from the field. The Lakers, 35 of 84 for almost 42%, a miserable 7 of 34 from downtown for 20.6%. Pelicans, 16 of 25 from the charity stripe for 64% flat. Lakers were 18 of 20 for 90%. Pelicans out-rebounded them 51-38. In the matchup. They also got almost them 30 magical steals that Coach Willie likes. 29 versus 15 by the Lakers, 16 steals by the Pelicans against the Lakers, only 8. They did have 7 blocks versus 3. Them people had 23 turnovers with 25 points off those, and then 15 by the Pelicans for 22 off those. Fast break points, Pelicans 26-12 points in the paint. Pelicans 56-52 and led by as much as 32 points, and the Lakers as much as 4. It was a blowout of epic proportion. The Pels put the gas on and hit the gas on them in the third quarter, scored 44 points and just separated themselves from them in the game, and also starting to climb and get to the point where they're going to push past them in the standings. They just have to keep winning, keep playing intense, keep discovering what they got. And I told you, the Pelicans are a team that eventually all of them going to have to eat their words on. The Pelicans this year, a lot of them going to keep underballing and shooting the Pelicans down. But I'm telling you, they can't ignore us much longer. The Pelicans are on the rise, baby. We here.
Most definitely, brother. Most definitely. We on the come up. And they're going to have to give us our what, Q? What you always say?
We give us our props.
Dang, what you our comeuppance. You're supposed to say our comeuppance.
That's right. We got to get it. We got to have it.
That's right. That's right. But looking at these team stats, man, there's some that jump out at you. And I'll just cover 3. Obviously, it wouldn't be much without them pizza turnovers that the Lakers was out there serving, So yeah, 23 of them. We still managed to get 15 ourselves, but we had, I think, 6 or 7 in the first quarter. So a lot of them was that, because that first quarter was sloppy for both sides. But we got them 26 fast break points, which was good to see too. That was very exciting, watching the Pels actually get some turnovers and getting out and running. I think that's something I would love to see them keep doing, man, because that was an exciting style of basketball we were playing. Noticed BI was like kind of dictating the tempo every time they got a turnover, even to some inbounds, man. He knew when to put his foot on the gas and kind of press up on them, man. So shout out to them getting them fast break points. And the other stat to me, I always got to mention it, Q, the rebounds, man. The rebounds. We had 51 rebounds to their 38. So they was doing a whole lot of missing because of our defense. And
right.
We wasn't letting them get no offensive rebounds. They tried to play that small ball lineup. I don't know what the hell they were smoking, thinking LeBron was going to play center while we got 2 centers out there. I don't know what Frank Vogel was on with that shit, but it was a bad look, and it led to us getting 51 rebounds. And we also had 29 assists. Can't leave that out, too. So that's the stats to me that made a difference, the biggest difference, because they still got most stats you could keep going over. I mean, we kind of pretty much dominated every stat line in this one.
Yeah, this was a very good game, man. The Pelicans outshot them from the field and from downtown. I mean, they did a terrific job. And like we said, they put the pressure on the Lakers. And that, I don't know what they was trying to do with the LeBron playing against Big V, and Big V just feasted on that shit. But the Pelicans, man, they just turned it up in 2-game winning streak coming out of the All-Star break. They're climbing back. And like I said, everything's a challenge. We got some tough teams ahead, but I'm looking forward to the Pelicans because those tough teams and those tough battles will help galvanize the Pelican team and get us ready for the playoffs because we're not running from no smoke. You got 3 players right now in CJ and BI and, of course, Big V. All these guys are really good players. And then, of course, you have the role players around playing really well. Everybody understanding their role. Guys like Graham is doing a lot better as well. So I'm very proud of what the Pelicans have unmasked, and they play with a lot of heart and character. So, I mean, I'm very, very happy about what the Pelicans are doing here, to be honest with you. Let's move to the individual statistics, family, in this matchup as the Pelicans handled the business there. You look at and really balance all around scoring, even though CJ led the effort with 22 points on the thumbnail. In 34 minutes, he delved out 22 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals in the matchup, and he handled the ball a lot. And, and he was there. He had 15 shots, and only Ingram is the only other that had more attempts than he did, but plus 20 there and 1 turnover. So very efficient day by CJ McCollum in terms of that considered, but he was 8 of 15 from the field, 4 of 7 from downtown, 4 3-pointers, perfect from the charity stripe, 22 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. And of course, you look at BI and Big V, both had 19 points apiece in the starting lineup, 28 points for Big V, 7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. He was 4 of 7 from the charity stripe, rolled out the bed, DC, 19 and 10 rebounds right there, a couple of steals, a couple of blocks by Big V, 19 for Magnum BI in 31 minutes of action, 8 of 18 from the field. Didn't hit a 3-pointer, but he was 50% from the charity stripe, 3 of 6. He had 19 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds in the game and a couple of steals as well for BI. And then, of course, the next highest score you have to go on the bench to Graham. That's right, Devontae Graham, and had 12 points in 21 minutes. He was 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown. He finished with 12 points, a couple of assists. He had a steal, but then 2 11-point scores from Herb Jones in 31 minutes of action. He had 11.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals from Herb, 11 from Jackson Hayes in 30 minutes, an efficient 5 of 6 from the field. Didn't attempt a 3-pointer, but he was 1 or 2 from the charity stripe. Finished with 11 points, 9 rebounds in 30 minutes from Jackson Hayes, 2 steals as well as a block. So the starting lineup was really crisp. And then off the bench, guys like T. Snell got it going in 22 minutes of action, 9.6 rebounds and a steal from Tony Snell. And then, of course, you see guys like Clark. He got involved just 3 minutes. He had 6 points, 5 from Najee Marshall in 18 minutes of action. He was 2 of 8, not too crisp offensively speaking, but 5.6 rebounds and assists in the block. Right, he was doing some really good defense. Jose Alvarado in 14 minutes was 2 of 4. He had 4 points, 4 assists, and he got that steal. Trey Murphy got in there for a little bit. And the only guy that didn't play was Temple. So a lot of people was here. Willie hears you, man. Coach Willie hears you. And of course, the slide on down to LeBron, the Lost Lakers, 32 points from
Temple
LeBron.
did play, Q.
Yeah, he played. He
played
all right.
some music in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, there you go. 32 minutes, 32 points from LeBron in 36 minutes, 13 of 23 from the field from LeBron, man, as he was doing this thing, trying to keep the Lakers afloat, but no.
He wasn't trying to keep the Lakers afloat. Come on, man. You know that man was stat padding.
Hey, bro,
LeBron
somebody got to do it, DC. Come on, bro.
Man, nobody LeBron was playing to catch Kareem, man. That's what he was doing. He was looking at the Kareem scoreboard.
That's all right.
He didn't give a shit about that score.
Hey, brother Tom said, thank you for your super chat. I knew it was over when Westbrook tried to post up Herb. I know, isn't that crazy? And Westbrook,
that's fine. That boy don't read the scouting report, huh?
Nah, he think he could just bully it. Come on, 16 points for Westbrook. He in a non-efficient 5 of 15 from the field, or 2 from downtown, 13 from Carmelo Anthony. It's just amazing. You got LeBron, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, all on the same team, and the team falling through the floor. So I mean, they're 27 and 33 right now, and of course, the Pelicans are climbing, and eventually will surpass them with superior play. So DC. Let's get into it. Talk about the individual statistics there. It was a total team effort by the Pelicans last night. McCollum, man, 22 points, a very cool, smooth 22, 8 assists, just circulating the ball, 5 rebounds there. He had 3 steals. BI did his thing, and they're fresh as hell. We're going to keep it going, man. So who you got?
Man, Pretty much the whole starting lineup. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That starting lineup that we have is amazing, man. And they really came to play in that third quarter, set the tone and opened it up. And the bench unit, continued that. So I'll start off with Bi to me because I mean him and CJ McCullough scored what? Scored a couple of more points than Bi, 3
22.
more points. But Bi to me seemed a little bit more impactful. If I had to pick a player of the game, it would have been him because he was kind of dictating the tempo of the game, man. CJ was too, but Bi was amazing, man. The way he just was taking what they was giving him, breaking them down, and playing good quality team ball, man. And he kind of was the catalyst for this on both ends. Honestly, I seen Bi making a lot of plays on defense. I'm starting to see that more and more, man, and that's a very encouraging sight. You got a guy that's 6'8", you know what I mean? Probably in the game about 20 pounds this year, so I would say a buck 80, but let's say about 200. Maybe about 215 realistically. But and he's locking in on the defensive end, man, accepting those challenges. And then you got a guy like Herb, who goes out there. He took 12 shots, wasn't too efficient offensively, man. But man, we looking at everybody in the lineup got 2 and 3 steals. Some of them steals they need to be thanking Herb Jones for. Every time I'm looking up, he's poking the ball and just agitating people, man. He's getting better and better defensively, but offensively, looks like he's going through a little bit of a slump. I don't know. Maybe he's getting tired. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but all in all, Herb still had a great game, man. Set the tone on the defensive end. JV, man, JV did his thing, man. As soon as they try to put the clamps on CJ and Bi, that's what we went to, man. We dumped the ball in the JV and he delivered. Getting to the line 7 times. He only took 10 shots and wound up with 19 points, got his double-double. Two assists and 2 steals, man. Good, efficient night for JV. And he made it look easy, too. It was like light work for him, man. Really like light work for JV. Got to give props to CJ, man. CJ McCollum dropped them 22 and 8 assists, along with the 8 dimes with Bi. They just taking turns being point guard, huh? Oh, I see you with the thank you for the 999, Colton. Pels need to go on a 10-game winning streak. I don't know why you got the don't bring the octopus in this, please, bro. Leave him where he is. Leave him quiet, bro. But CJ McCullough definitely did his thing, man. And seeing those 2 guys, him and Bi, facilitate, man. It's a thing of beauty, man. We got 2 de facto point guards and in a combo guard and our small forward. So this is working, and I'm looking to see more of it. Can't leave Hayes out. Jackson Hayes played amazing as usual. He's been on a streak so far. Pretty much able to switch on anybody. Played good defense as well. He got 2 steals. He's continuing that high percentage shot streak that he's going on. He ain't missing a lot of them. He was 5 for 6 tonight, 1 for 2 from the line, 9 rebounds. That's what I like to see from Hayes. When he getting active on the boards and then he gonna give you points. He almost had a little double-double and mixing and matching out there with the starters and the bench unit. And his newfound role at power forward, man, really suits him. And shout out to Willie Green for seeing it, being able to make the adjustment and stick to it. And I can't forget our guy, Devontae Graham, man. Where would I be if I didn't mention him? Tate came off the bench. He went 4 for 8, gave you 2 3-pointers out of the 6 he took, got 2 assists and a rebound, man. And he's just been a spark plug for that bench. I still could see him going into another gear, actually, but he's taking very high quality shots. He looks comfortable
He's doing
now,
good.
not having to worry about trying to set his teammates up. And he talked about how Willie Green went over to his house and talked to him about his role and really tried to make him feel comfortable, man. I think that's working out for Devontae. He feels at home and he doesn't feel as an outcast because he got removed out of the starting lineup. So we got a lot to look forward to with these Pels, man. We're evolving, we're transforming, and I see a lot of growth with them, and I still don't think they hit their pinnacle yet.
Well, I was just showing the family members of Graham's last 3 games. And since they switched him over, he had 12 against the Mavericks. He had 11 against the Suns, and he had 12 against the Lakers. So that's better than the Memphis game when he had 4 points, and better than the Toronto game when he had 3 points, and prior to that, 0 points. So I mean, yeah, you can see he's more definitely more comfortable in his role coming off the bench. And a lot of the Pelican faithful, credit to the flock, was saying that Graham better suits the team off the bench, and he definitely gives them some. So as soon as he can get that confidence back, that shot gets going again, and he started flowing, he could be a hell of a weapon, man. Because I still remember the days, and this is not too long ago when he was with Charlotte, and he was lighting it up for the Hornets, doing his thing. So
Yeah, that was the 2019 season. He was pushing BI for a most improved player.
Right.
Man.
If we can get that version of Graham along with what we got, because he's a big part of what the Pelicans bring, man. The big three playing well, the role players, and Graham's could bring that high-powered scoring ability that he exhibited in Charlotte to the Pelicans. A bench, man, you could ball. I'm telling you, they are looking pretty dangerous, man. So the Pelicans, I'm telling people they better watch. I've been telling them that. A lot of these people don't want to give the Pelicans their fair due. That's all right.
Right.
We just use that as motivation to keep stomping ass. And then we remember, see, that we got good memories here in the flock. You're going to start seeing people flock on over here and say, yeah, I always knew the Pelicans was going to be good. Just remember them people. And remember, I've been telling y'all for a while that when the Pelicans start winning, the old octopus is going to start talking more. You're going to have articles written about how the octopus turned the Pelicans around. All that stuff. They're going to be forgetting about it.
I don't know, Q. I think Trajan Landon got him locked in the closet now. We made all them jokes about Trajan last week.
Well,
right. The octopus only could come out like twice a month. Then he got to go back in the aqua tank somewhere, bro.
Well, the pressure of the flock forced his tentacles back into the trunk. He could and allowed the really talented people like Trajan Langdon and Swin to operate in an environment where they were free to make moves. And of course, you consort with the guy before, but you had this guy speaking verbally out front. I was like, look, dude, go somewhere. Let's hear from the man, the general manager on this, that, and the third. And that was real vexing. And that really turned the heat on him because he was so visible and the Pelicans were losing. People fixated on him. And I was like, nah, you ain't gonna be blaming no other people. We're gonna turn up and keep the heat on that old octopus. So I mean, they're doing good right now. But Willie Green, they got the CJ McCollum thing that was big, and they building and they moving forward. And you can see that the Pelicans, man, they are working on something special. And wait till the big guy comes back next year. We will tear the league a new one next year. I promise y'all that. Anyway, let's get into the.
We're gonna tear them a new one this year, Q. We ain't got to wait till next year.
We
got enough. We got enough of what we got right now. And the big guy you referring to coming back, just go ahead and talk about Larry Nance Jr. Because I think that's all we need right now. Bringing him in is going to add another dynamic to if somebody does have a guy that can kind of do what they want to do in the post. I think having a guy like him that can guard on the perimeter and in the post, he probably would be our best defending big. I think that would be huge, man, just to get him back. And he probably could be back as soon as 2 weeks. He was saying that his recovery is going well. And the timetable he was more set on was 3 to 4 weeks instead of the original 6. So look out for that, family. He already lacing them up in practice, passing people the ball, trying to help them shoot and stuff. So he already out there on the court, kind of.
Yeah, he excited about that 22 jersey. He loves that jersey. Got his number back. Let me tell you something, man. The Pelicans that was the CJ move was big for the starting lineup, but Snell, you've seen he paid dividends over the last couple of games. And of course, you look at what Larry Nance brings, which is really that guy right there coming up off the bench. Man, he provides just what we need, thickens the bench a bit, and gives us so much talent there going into. I'm telling you, they don't understand because they lack the vision. The Pelicans are coming, man. Anyway, let's look at their next adversary coming up on the 2nd of March. The Pelicans face off against the Sacramento Kings, 23-40. They're 8-22 on the road. Pelicans at home, 25-36, 13-17 at home record. And of course, you can see that old matchup predictor got you winning by 71%.
What the hell is going on, Q? Am I in an alternative universe or something?
The matchup predictor saying we riding with the Pelicans. Y'all done proved it to me.
I guess things really changing for real, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I would have had to see if I can get that off of there if they was picking the Sacramento Kings to win that one. But anyway, the top scorers for your Pelicans is Ingram, of course, 22.1 on 45% shooting flat, 81.3 on the field goal percentage. And De'Aaron Fox is their top scorer, averaging over 22 points a game on 46.6 from the field. 76 point. He's a 76% free throw shooter. Top rebounder is Harrison Barnes. There go the original Pelican killer. Hope we gonna show him some sports. Big V averaging 12, almost 12 a game for the Pels, 6.1 for Harrison Barnes. The assist is Fox at 5.2 and BI at 5.4 in 34.3 minutes per contest. The injury report as listed sees Rashawn Holmes, who's a pretty good player for them. He's listed out, and the Pelicans said no injuries, but you got KLJ and Zion, all that. We don't have to worry about that. And of course, you look at the Pelicans over the last 5 contests. The Pelicans have won 2 games in a row. They blasted Phoenix, a CP3 list Phoenix club, but a win is a win. And they just eviscerated the Lakers last night, 123-95. Real key wins there. And of course, the Pelicans are down in
the
this
Lakers
series.
so bad, Jeannie Buss had to leave.
I'm telling you, bro. And of course, you look at what the Kings have done. DC, since they went over Washington, they have lost 4 games in a row. Back-to-back losses to Denver, Chicago, and then Brooklyn on the 14th. And of course, right now, believe it or not, the Sacramento Kings lead the regular season series against the Pelicans 2-0. This will change in this one. We're going to change this one. We're going to flip it all upside down on its head. And of course, you take a look at the Southwest standings there at the bottom corner of your screen. You can see the New Orleans Pelicans are 25-36 in the center of it on the 2-game winning streak. They still have a bunch of games to go to get where Dallas is, but they're definitely trending in the right direction. Good play, solid play, keep building, and the Pelicans, man, will be fine. But DC, let's talk about the Kings matchup. We know the Kings are still a dangerous team. They got Sabonis there. Fox is turning it up as well. How does the Pelicans get the win against the Sacramento Kings? Let's talk about it.
We already got one head up on it because I know a lot of you guys know this guy always gives us problems for some reason. Rashard Holmes?
Yeah,
and
but he's out listed. He's out.
Yeah,
on this
so that's one step forward because for whatever reason, he's always an issue with us, gives us problems on the blocks,
actually,
defensively,
hold on,
dominates
DC.
the boards.
They won against OKC last night. They beat them 131-110. So they did break the 4-game losing streak. So yeah, there you go.
It's
29
OKC,
points, 10
really
assists, leads them past
it's
the
the
Thunder.
end of the season and it's OKC that don't really count. You're talking about the people that collect draft picks for a hobby. So they obviously are trying to collect another draft pick. But the first thing you got to do,
my friend, collect away.
hey, let them do it, man. All them draft picks ain't certain, but they got enough of them. I guess they feel like they're gonna hit on a few. But the first thing you got to do is stop the two-headed tandem of I'm gonna say De'Aaron Fox and who else, Q? Because I should say the newly acquired Sabonis, but it ain't really him. When they play the Pelicans, it's Harrison Barnes, the Pelican killer himself.
He kills the Pelicans, man.
For whatever reason. So,
I don't know what it is. He gets up for the Pelicans, man. Whether he was when he was in Dallas, DC, he stepped up against the Pelicans. He just plays really well against the Pels, man. I don't know what it is.
And De'Aaron Fox, at least last season, not so much this year, but last season he was tearing us out the frame too. So we cannot revert back to our old ways.
Well, he was motivated because of Lonzo Ball. He wanted to take it to him every chance he gets. So yeah,
that's true. But we always got to acknowledge, he's from New Orleans, so I'm sure he has, some type of thing with that as well. But we gotta neutralize these two guys, man. So we gotta go in there basically and play how we've been playing, man. Our defense is igniting our offense. Also, to not get into trying to play ISO ball, keep the ball moving. And the Pelicans come out with a win. It's very simple now. We see the formula for the Pels to win. So, get the ball out of De'Aaron Fox's hands. Don't let Harrison Barnes kill you. I don't know about the dynamic of Sabonis. I don't remember him doing too much against us either time, but I'm sure he's, a pretty good player. I mean, we're talking about an all-star here, so definitely got to pay some attention to him. But they got a new team, a lot of new pieces, man. They got Justin Holiday, who can play and can't play sometimes, like because he did not vaccinated. I guess he's playing against us. Uh, their rookie Mitchell is pretty solid. They got DiVincenzo from Milwaukee, so they got a lot of new pieces, man. I'm not sure they quite gel just yet. Like you said, they got their victory against the Thunder the other night, but
Mhm.
I don't think they quite hit their stride all the way. I've seen them the first couple of games I think they played. They look pretty tough. But against us, it's always this thing with the Kings, man. I don't know what it is. Games go down to the wire. Even when they suck, they always give us problems. So looking forward to the new look pals and seeing the whole issue we have with the Kings be a thing of the past. Because as you said, they already up 2 games on us, so we need this one.
Yeah, we got to take it to Phoenix. I mean, to Phoenix, to Sacramento. We got to handle business with Sacramento after 2 real big wins over the Suns and the Lakers. We got to keep the ball rolling, especially at home with Sacramento coming in this thing. We need to create more separation between us and the teams underneath us, whether they're the Portland squad or the Sacramento squad or the San Antonio squad. We got to keep winning these ball games. And just like Carlton said, we got to get on a bit of if we can get up to I would love to go on a 10-game winning streak. We with 20 plus games left, the Pelicans most certainly got to handle the business. They have a very solid team. Everybody is healthy except for the FM. You know who I'm talking about. That is not. But the Pelicans have enough to get to the. Not we were talking about playing with just the BIs and stuff like that, but most certainly the Pelicans gel well enough. They can win a bulk of these games, get into the playoffs, and challenge a team in that first round, man. So this is a good flow, and I'm just really bucked about watching how Bi and CJ McCollum, man, how they have gelled and how they go to these dinners and with Willie and how Willie communicate, man. It's just watching them, bro. It's just all good, man. It's great how they operate together. It's just terrific, bro. To be honest, which I absolutely love it, man.
Facts,
Absolutely love it.
facts. And I see it, man. I see that 10-game win streak in our vision, as I was telling you earlier. It's 2 teams I'm looking for them to get past, and you might as well. I'll be willing to bet Vegas that they're going on at least a 10-game win streak if they're able to get past the Utah Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies. If we can beat both of those teams, because we play them one after another, I don't see anybody stopping the Pelicans for quite some time. If they can pull that off, we are basically, locked in to win at least 10 games in a row. Calling it right now.
I love it. Love hearing it, man. And that's the great thing is the fact that we make the national media people eat their freaking words about the Pelicans as the Pelicans continue to tear up their favorite teams and have them depressed and that they just pretend that the Pelicans don't exist and all this kind of shenanigans.
Well, we could take our cues from the Saints, or we go right next door to the Saints and just talk to them about how they dealt with that, because they've done that to the Saints for almost 10 years.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Absolutely,
just try to act
man.
like you don't exist and hope you go away. But Giovanni, man, you got to provide us some proof on that, man. He says, y'all seen that Josh Hart post where he's saying he's still not used to this, and CJ McCollum says you can come on back to the NOLA. Got to see that. And I got a weird theory that I'm gonna throw out there. Probably ain't gonna happen. But what if we did?
Here you go, DC. Here you go.
What if we got the Lakers
Reddish.
pick, top
Cam
10
Reddish.
pick? What are you talking about?
There you go. Talk about Cam Reddish. Go ahead, DC.
Nobody know anything about to eat no hot dogs. We ain't gonna do damn Reddish. What if we got the Lakers top 10 pick? Let's say it's 10th or the 9th pick, and we actually traded that pick back to the Blazers for Josh Hart. How would y'all feel about that?
I think that's terrific, DC. That's way better than your Cam Reddish pick.
Cam Reddish was drafted with the 10 pick, I think, I believe.
But I like that way better than Cam Reddish, brother.
I think you hungry or something. You was bringing up all that damn Reddish.
No, I'm just saying. I knew you was gonna throw that in there some kind of way. on that. But anyway, you're looking at the Western Conference standings right now, fam. The Pelicans' 2-game winning streak puts them at the 10th spot once again and gives us the opportunity to climb. The next stop is number 9, as we're 2 games out from. Oh, actually, what is it? I guess you could say, what is it, DC? About 2.5 games from catching the Lakers, who are
Is
imploding.
it 2.5? I thought it was just 2. It's 2.5.
They're 25.5 and is from the spot, but I'm thinking it's 2 games. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it really don't matter. The Lakers about to go 1-3. So as long as we handle our business, we'll be right there.
The great part about it, if you notice, family, if you look at it, the Pelicans and look at the rest of the teams underneath, the Pelicans have a direct matchup with the Sacramento Kings, who are, they're in the 13th spot, and they can kind of dampen their hopes as well. Portland is on a 2-game slide. So is the San Antonio Spurs and the Lakers. So teams that you would want to lose are in the process of losing, and you can help Sacramento out in a losing column on the 2nd of March. So the Pelicans have an opportunity to continue to climb and climb and climb and climb. And I'm just happy to see it, because we eventually will see the Pelicans eventually seal up one of those spots and move a lot closer. As I anticipate the Clippers eventually, they're on the 3-game winning streak right now. They playing, it's just gutsy basketball. I mean, how real are the Clippers though? I mean, sooner or later, can they keep up that level of play is what I'm asking. Can they keep that up before some other teams start smashing on them coming up into late on here? So it'll be interesting to see how it all up shape and fold. But the Pelicans are definitely a team that's in the right direction, headed toward great things, baby. So really happy about that. Very happy about that as well. So yeah, this is terrific, DC, as you see the standings right there. But I like your idea that you was given about Josh Hart coming back to the Pelicans. That'll be interesting.
That would, man. But I think it would be a perfect situation. It really seems as if Josh Hart has thought long and hard about those comments he made at one point where he said he wanted to leave after the JJ Redick situation, and he really didn't feel that way because he seems to still be wanting to be here, man. And you know how I feel about people who want to be here, Q. If you're good and you won't be here, come on home, man. I want you. You know what I mean?
They're building a terrific culture. Willie Green, how he handles people and knowing how to talk to people, know how to reach out to people. The fact that he's genuine, the fact that he's a motivator, the fact that he's a good teacher of the principles. And I told you, baby, the love doctrine, baby, you can't get away from it. The doctrine of love is a real thing, and we're building the doctrine of love there in the Pelican building, man. So I'm really proud of what we're doing here. And we knew when we were facing the 10-game losing streak and people were talking mess about the Pelicans that they headed for the lottery. They're not too loud no more right now, are they, family? Those screens are far in between now. But anyway, let's look at this. Adrian Wojnarowski, this is Pelican related, DC, as the Pelicans are signing free agent Alize Johnson to a 10-day contract. Johnson
Alize. What are some of
the Bulls and the Washington Wizards. So there you go. Alize Johnson is coming to the Pelicans, man. Let me pull up some statistics by him. DC,
what the hell are you talking about? What if I'm bad? Bad at what? What you talking about, Colin? Got to give more context in that.
What if you bad, DC?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Doug Passion Johnson. Oh, man, Alize. Yeah, there you go, fam. So Alize Johnson is signing with the Pelicans. Let me pull up an article on it. We'll get some statistics on Alize as well and see what his statistics are here. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some stuff on Alize, bring up some information on him. But yeah, DC, your call is not a bad one on the
you said bad player. What you saying, Josh Hart? That would be a bad player? Like what? I don't know what you getting.
I don't think Josh Hart would be a bad player.
I'm just trying to figure out what
not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good
Carlton
idea.
Picking at you, man.
Yeah, he always doing that. But I mean, usually he come with some good little zingers. This one ain't really kind of dropping the ball on this shit. But,
all right, DC. There go Alize Johnson, man. He's 25 years old, man. What you laughing for, DC? What's wrong, bro? What's going on?
I wonder if this is a ploy by the NBA for you come in there and get the team drunk. It's Alize Johnson. I can't get over his name.
Alizé, man.
Alizé. Have you ever? I ain't never met nobody named Alizé.
It's Alizé, man. Alizé Johnson, man. What's wrong with that, man? A man named Alizé, man.
Well,
What you
I
want to
think his mom. I think his mama letting us know,
You
what
got
type of
Alizé,
time
you
she
got
was on
Hennessy.
before he got here.
What you want him to be called? Hennessy Johnson? I mean, what the hell, man? What's wrong with you, DC? I know what you know. You want the man name to be called Red Stripe Johnson. That's what it is. That's
we just gonna go with Thug Passion, man. I think I think Big Dog got the best one with Thug Passion. We're gonna go with that.
DC want the man name to be Red Stripe Johnson. I got you, bro.
Red
6'8",
Stripe.
212, 6'8", 212, 25-year-old out of Missouri State. You can see his numbers for this season: under 2 points a game, 2.5 rebounds. So obviously he won't be somebody. He'll just be a depth piece at this point. And it's just a 10-day contract for the Pels, as William Gabriel is set to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers, and DJ Augustine. They're getting ready to try to sign him as well. So you can look at some of his team statistics right here. His career stats.
Oh shit! I think DJ found a new player, y'all. A new favorite player. That's what Cody said.
DJ's new favorite player is Alizé Hennessy Johnson. There you go. Go ahead. There you go, DJ.
Alizé Thug Passion Johnson.
There you go. So your Tangerine. There you go. Right, they're about to sign Tangerine Smith. So anyway, fam, that's welcome Mr. Alizé Johnson onto the team. It's just a 10-day contract to see how he do. And
I wonder if somebody's hurt. We about to let somebody go. I wonder what brings about this signing.
I don't know, man. That's a good question, DC. Because I
sure
wasn't anticipating
find out.
to make that. Yeah, we definitely gonna find out sooner or later. But it's a 10-day contract. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, he dropped it. That they signed Mr. Alizé Johnson too. And Johnson played with Chicago, as you can see the numbers right there. Averaged less than 2 points a game this season, and for his career, 2.5 season. So is he? I'm gonna have to look up the scouting report on Alizé Johnson because I'm not very familiar. But I'm pretty sure by the end of this broadcast, DJ will know all of his attributes and what he can do.
Shit, let DJ talk about him.
There you go. He'll have the full breakdown on him in about 1 hour. So check out the state of the Pelicans. But anyway, with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for chiming in on this episode of the show. Listen, fam, we'll return.
Hey, Kenneth, that's why I say we give him the pick, so it won't be collusion if we give him the pick, Kenneth.
So we'll return on the December the 2nd as the Pelicans get ready to take on the Sacramento Kings in the Smoothie King Center. Can the Pelicans extend out to a 3-game winning streak? It'll be very good to help the Kings into the losing side of things, because right now in the first 2 matchups, the Kings did get the best of the Pelicans. Two games left in the regular season series. Pelicans are a different team. They playing different. They got it's just all good, man. And when we get deeper into the year, we finally get our Larry Nance Jr. to come into the team. It's just gonna be a different thing. I'm feeling it. Pelicans, y'all need to feel good. Pel Nation, feel good about your team, man. We here. Just remember all of the 10. I'm saying, fam, you preference that versus the 10-game losing streak and the losses when we had the game we was winning by 15 and the collapse, and then now the Pelicans are for real.
Figure it out, man.
Not there yet, but you can see we upset, we climbing just like that. You can't miss us. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all of the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the flock, and I'm gonna holler at y'all guys later. Who that to you? And I'm gonna holler at you. We out. Peace. Go Pels. Hit the like button for me, fam. Hit the like button.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.